What's up, Brandon? Here I am. I'm doing another tier list one. This one is I was trying to find a good video game tier list. It's something I saw when I was just kicking around the Tier Maker website, which is also how I found the Dark Souls boss tier list, which probably will be out after this one. So I don't know why I really mentioned that. And I've got some other ones at the top here that you can see. But yeah, so this one, I found a couple really big video game tier lists. This one says it's a definitive one. This one looked like it had the most variety while also covering a good amount of games that I found. No shade to the rest of them, but this one just looked like it had a good mix, basically. Yeah, so I'll probably try to go through this one pretty quick. It's made by this person, Maxi Veg, and then a whole bunch of numbers. I don't know, it seemed pretty good, so I'm just going to go through. For some cases, I might rate a game based on a different game I played, right? So, like, assuming that other game isn't on the list. So, like, the original Tomb Raider's on here. I have played that, but, like, I maybe would rate that based on, like, Tomb Raider 2013 or whatever year the like, reboot one came out. Yeah, but I'll explain all that as I get into it. I'm going to go kind of quick. I will have to get up at one point. I'm cooking currently, but right now I'm just waiting for my oven to preheat. So I have to put a thing in the oven, then I have to wait for an hour. So at one point I will get up to put something in the oven. And then I will have to finish within that hour, basically. This is probably fine. I don't like gods as a tier. I'm just gonna make it S plus. Yeah. Trash is fine, and then haven't played is fine. Far Cry 4 is pretty good. It's basically just an upgrade to Far Cry 3, so it's probably just like an A tier. I don't think I ever finished the story of Far Cry 4, so I don't know how it ends, but I don't know. It was like Far Cry 3, but you can ride an elephant, so I don't really know what more you want. I think from what I played, the story of Far Cry 3 seemed a little better, but like gameplay wise. I haven't played Final Fantasy 7. I haven't played Mass Effect Andromeda. Animal Crossing for me is a C tier. I don't really like Animal Crossing. It's definitely not trash. I definitely put like a decent amount of hours into it. It's just not my cup of tea. Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't like the gameplay loop. I got pretty bored. I don't like that you have to like wait real world time to do stuff. But I don't want to like cheat and like time travel by changing the settings on the Switch. So yeah, BioShock Infinite's probably S. BioShock Infinite is my favorite of the BioShock trilogy. It's really good. I don't know. I think people know it's a good game. It's a game that actually like nailed like the escort mission type thing, mostly because you're not really escorting Elizabeth. She's like good on her own. But yeah, I don't know. It's a good game, good story. BioShock is probably also S tier though. Similar shit, good game, good story. Yeah, I don't know. That's it. It's good. I think everybody likes BioShock who's played the whole thing. I've never met a person who didn't like BioShock that played it, so. Bloodborne I unfortunately haven't played because it isn't on PC and I don't have a PS4. I haven't played this. I don't even know what this is. Grand Cross, it looks like. I don't know. Haven't played it. Cuphead's really good. Probably put Cuphead in like the A tier. Super sick production. It's the whole game is hand animated through like old cell animation, which is what gives it its like has a pretty iconic look, I feel. And that's how it does it. I've never beaten it. I've gotten through the first island and like a little bit of the second island, but it's a good game. Cyberpunk. Controversial, but I'm gonna put Cyberpunk in S tier. I'll put it below both of these just because both of these launched in a state where they worked. I played Cyberpunk on the PC. I had a working copy. I never encountered any game-breaking bugs. I really liked the story. I think it's one of the best like storylines I've ever played in a game. It's probably not the best, but like it's really good. CD Projekt Red does really good like main stories and side quests. They're really good at like fleshing those out and like with the character writing and shit. So yeah, I think the side quests in that are really good. I also got really immersed in this as like a role playing experience, which isn't like super usual for me in a video game. So like bonus points for that. I really like it. Dark Souls 2 is trash. I hate Dark Souls 2. I love Dark Souls 1, love Dark Souls 3. I liked what I played of Elden Ring. I just kind of stopped for no particular reason, but at some point I'll go back to Elden Ring. Dark Souls 2 is so bad. They made so many little changes that I think just ruin the experience. Tying your invincibility frames to a stat is really stupid. I don't like the way that you lose max health every time you die, right? These games are already really punishing. And losing max health every time you die just kind of like snowballs that to make it even worse. There's a way to like reverse it, but like I still don't like it. Yeah, I don't like that the enemies don't respawn after a certain point. Like after you kill enemies in an area 15 times, they don't respawn. Again, you can like reset the area, but like I don't know why. Yeah, some of the area designs just awful. I really don't think there's like any memorable boss designs throughout like the whole game. Like I really struggled to find like bosses that I can even remember from the game. I don't know. I don't think this is like controversial. I think actually I think Dark Souls 2 is pretty like divisive, but yeah, I don't know. It's bad. Original Dark Souls I'm gonna put an S plus. It took me a while to get into it. It took me probably like 4 or 5 tries of playing it to get into it, but once I was into it, now I'm like, it's probably one of my favorite games to go back to and just like fuck around in or just run through. Yeah, super fun. Never played Devil May Cry in like a serious way. Diablo 3 is probably like A tier. Probably not that high. I'll put it in B tier. I don't know. The only time I really played it was that time me and Brandon played it for like 6 hours on my Xbox 360, just like in a single night. We just stayed up to like 4 a.m. playing Diablo 3. It's pretty cool. I don't know. I was a guy with a crossbow, and you could shoot the crossbows like machine guns, so that was pretty sick. I've never played original Diablo, so I'm just going to put that down here. I haven't played any Final Fantasy or Dragon Age games, so anytime those pop up, I'm just going to put them over there. Red Dead Redemption 2. I played a good amount of this. I'll put it in A tier. I'll probably put it above these. I got this, put 19 hours into it in like a single weekend, 19, 20 hours, and then I've never gone back. I don't know that I ever will, but like those 20 hours were like really good. I think the game is like too in-depth simulation wise, personally, for me. Like I'll gladly brush my horse. Like if you give me that option in the game, I'll do it, but I don't want it to be tied to like my horse's health or like speed or anything. And there's a lot of like simulation stuff in that. Like I don't want to like try and hunt the animals in a really precise way to get like higher ratings on skins. I don't want to like change my outfit because like the police are after me. Like I think those would be cool as like optional things or like a higher difficulty mode or something. But like as the base game, I'm not a huge fan of that. I've never played this, but it's apparently trash. It's like the worst game of all time. I'm pretty sure they noted up here that they threw in some games on the list specifically just to be in the trash category. So I'm pretty sure that's one of them. I've never played it, but like I'm just gonna stick it there because it's just like a universally hated game. Fallout 3 is probably S tier. I probably like Fallout 3 less than I like Dark Souls. Just by a little bit. But Fallout 3 is a really good game. It's what like got me into RPGs in general. I think there's like going back to play it, it really shows its age now. Yeah, I don't know. It's a great game, but like I do think it shows its age a little bit, but I still think it's like an S plus tier. Far Cry 3. Now I know I said Far Cry 4 has improved Far Cry 3. No, I'll just put them next to each other. I don't know. I feel like this is fine. I really don't think there's like enough major improvements to like separate these by any significant margin. I don't know. It's Far Cry 3, right? Like people, I think it's a pretty universally liked game. Mafia 3 I haven't played. I actually have played Super Mario Galaxy. I'd probably say it's B tier. I'll put it just because I've actually played the whole thing. I'll put it above Diablo 3, but it's a good game. I think the camera gets really, really jank sometimes, and the controls get a little jank because of that, which kind of sucks for a platformer. But I've played the whole thing. I did all 120 stars. I didn't go back and do the whole thing as Luigi, but from what I looked up, it's the same fucking game. Um, it's really cool. The hub's really cool. It's just like it's a good game. I don't know. People like Super Mario Galaxy. I don't really think that's hugely controversial. Okay, here's what I want to know. Is Gears of War 3 on here? Because I played Gears of War 3, and that's it. So if Gears of War 3 isn't on here, I'm just going to rate this as if it's Gears of War 3, is basically what I'm trying to get across here. Oh, that's 76. I hope Fallout 4 is on here. I hope it's not Fallout 3 and then Fallout 76. That'd be kind of lame. I'm also just assuming New Vegas is on here somewhere, just because people love New Vegas. Okay, I'm not seeing Gears of War 3, so I'm gonna rate this as if it's Gears of War 3. So I played Gears of War 3 just as like a free game on the Xbox when it was free from in like the 360 era, when like Xbox Live would give you a free game every month, like when they first started that. It was good. I don't remember really being crazy about it. But it was a fun game. The chainsaw on the front of the gun is fun. I don't know. It's just like B tier and arbitrarily below these two. I actually really recently played God of War. I'd probably put that above Gears of War, but below Diablo. It's fun. It really shows its age, I think, in a lot of places. I think in large part, PS2 games still hold up, largely. But I think they are starting to show their age quite a bit in a lot of cases. I hate fixed camera angles. This game has fixed camera angles. And certain fights, I think, are just, like, not super well designed by modern standards. But it's a fun game. The story is super basic. The final fight is really strange. I kind of thought, just because I know, like, in God of War 3, you, like, scale up the Titans and shit. I kind of thought the final fight was going to be you, like, scaling Ares and shit, not, like, you grow really big and you fight him with a sword or whatever. You can probably fight him with whatever. I don't really remember, to be honest. I also think there's, like, a middle section where you're trying to get Pandora's box, and I think the pacing for the story-wise at that point is, like, it's like, it grinds to, like, a screeching halt. So, yeah, that's my take on God of War. Like, 'cause I think it's a solid B tier. Like, it's a good game, but it, like, has its flaws and it's showing its age. That's it. I've never played Grim Fandango. It's something I've heard of. It's probably really good. I don't know. San Andreas. I think San Andreas is really good. It's probably like here. I feel very similarly about a lot of... I probably would put it above Red Dead. I feel really similarly about a lot of the stuff in San Andreas as I do to Red Dead, where I think it's a little too deep simulation-wise, where, like, you can actually... Like, I think I thought, like, that was fun as a kid, like, working out and shit to, like, get your guy more buff. But I think it's shit that I'm like, this is so annoying now, where, like, if you go to the drive-thru, it makes your character fatter. I think it's funnier in San Andreas, so, like, that's probably why I'd bump it above Red Dead, but, yeah, I don't know. I played through most of San Andreas as a kid. That's kind of what I'm basing it on, and just kind of, like, thinking now if I, like, were to play it again, if I would like it or not, but, yeah. GTA 4 I haven't played. GTA 5 is... S tier. I'm trying to think where to place it here. It probably on... I'm trying to really think about how much I enjoyed the game at the time, right? Because I think now if you asked me to play one of these, I would just play Cyberpunk. Like, I probably wouldn't go back and play GTA 5 at this point. I'll leave it here. I think this is... Oh, I probably like Cyberpunk. That's probably actually where Cyberpunk goes. Yeah, I probably like the story of BioShock more than GTA. I probably will be a lot of these ranking them based on, like, the single player content, since that's mostly what I do now, and what I play now. So that's, yeah. But telling the story of 3 different people and letting you switch between them is really cool. Having the option for, like, multiple endings and letting you choose that is really cool. Yeah, I remember I think I was mad there wasn't an option where, like, Trevor would die, because I really didn't like Trevor as a character. But I think Franklin and Michael are both cool characters. Yeah, I mean, it's GTA 5. It's a great game. The online was really fun. I haven't played the online in years at this point, but the online was really fun. It's just, I don't know, it's GTA. It's a good game. Half-Life 2, I haven't played. I played through most of Half-Life 1 at one point, but I think my game save is gone. And so I think I never went back. But so if Half-Life 1 comes up, I'll rate it. But if it doesn't come up, I guess I'll come back and all. Yeah, I guess at the end I'll come back and I'll go through these. And if there's anything where, like, I've played a sequel or a spin-off or something, but I haven't played the game here, I'll come back and rate it. But I don't feel like searching through like I did with Gears of War for every single one. Halo 2. Halo 2 is pretty goated. I'm going to put it here. I haven't played Halo 2 recently. You know what? Yeah, I haven't played Halo 2 recently enough to rate it. I have played Halo 3 recently enough to rate it. And like I said, I'll put it about here. Halo 3 custom games was goated. Playing like Jenga and like, I don't know, there's that one map where you'd like drive around in a circle and people would have to, but you were getting closer to like the person in the middle, and the person in the middle would have to try to like snipe you before you got to the center. That shit was really fun. I don't know. Halo 3 custom games was just like goated, and the main story is also pretty good. I'm assuming this is Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn, I'd probably put top of B tier. Horizon's a really good game. It feels to me though kind of like worse Witcher 3. And that probably sounds crazy, so let me explain. But like, you're in this like fantasy world where you're fighting these like weird, unique monsters, and it has like RPG systems, and you know, I think the aesthetic of Horizon is really cool and unique, but like that's what it felt to me. It felt like Witcher 3 light, in terms of like story and side quests and like content to do in the world. Now, Witcher 3 is still an incredible game, so being light Witcher 3 still makes it like an above average to very good game. And it does have its own like unique identity with certain things, but I think like I actually, like, as I was playing it, I think I wanted it to borrow more from Witcher 3. Like I found myself wanting like Witcher 3 has these quests where you'll hunt like unique versions of like monsters you've already fought. And like I feel like I wanted more of that in Horizon, right? There's like one where you hunt this thing called like Red Maw, and it's like it's a really fun mission, but like I wanted like more shit like that, and like I don't know. It's a really fun game. Again, no shade to it. Like I feel like I probably sounds like I don't like it as much as I do, based on me calling it Witcher 3 light. But yeah, it's a really fun game. It's really cool. I 100%ed it. I went and I got all like the extra collectibles and shit. It's a really fun game. At some point, I'll play the second one whenever they port it to PC and whenever I get time. But super fun. Definitely recommend. Good game. I don't know. Haven't played this. I've kind of played this, but like not enough to rate it. If Limbo is not on here, I'll probably come back and I'll rate this for Limbo's spot. But I think it'd be really weird to put this on here and not Limbo. I feel like Limbo is like way more iconic. I've never played any of the Yakuza games. I've never played LA Noire. I actually did play a good chunk of Mafia 2, but I don't remember it enough to rate it. Okay, this is God of War, the new one, so I haven't played that yet. I'm actually, the reason I played God of War 1 is because I'm trying to play 1, 2, and 3 to catch up so I can buy this and play this, and like have like consumed the whole story up to that point. I'm not going to play any like the weird spin-offs or whatever, but so I haven't played Max Payne, but I have played Max Payne 3, so I'll come back at the end if I need to. I haven't played any of the Mass Effects or Metal Slug. Oh, I didn't actually put Max Payne in there. Haven't played Metroid. Haven't played any of the Metal Gears. Okay. Oh, there's New Vegas. Okay. I'll rate Modern Warfare 2, and then I'll move on. Modern Warfare 2 is pretty good. It's probably like here though. I missed the multiplayer. So if you're like the multiplayer on Modern Warfare 2 is goated, you're crazy. Maybe. I don't know. By the time I played this, Black Ops 2 was already, or Black Ops 1 was already out. I only played this to play the story in the lead up to Modern Warfare 3, which was like right about to come out. So that's when I played this, was when Modern Warfare 3 was about to come out. So I never played the multiplayer on this. I played a little bit of Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer, but like not a ton. Yeah. So I don't know. It's pretty good, like story wise, but I don't know. I think this is the tier it belongs in. Okay, let me go. I gotta go put something in my oven. So I will BRB. Okay, I'm back. That needs to come out in an hour, so in an hour I'll hopefully be done with this video. Okay, New Vegas, I'm not going to rate because I've never played it entirely. I will say this. I'm a big Fallout fan, and I could not get into the story of New Vegas. I think for me, it's too much of a blank slate. It's just like you're a guy, you were delivering mail or whatever, you got shot. Have fun. Like, you wake up here. And for me, that's just too much of a blank slate. I really like Fallout 3's approach of having you play through your life. Like, you start as a baby, that's when you do your character customization. Then you're a toddler. And then you're, an adult or like 18 or whatever. And your dad breaks out of the vault. And like, you know what I mean? Like, I have some backstory, have some stuff to go off of in the game. Whereas New Vegas is just like, you're somebody, and here you are in Vegas, and I'm sure you discover more about your character as you go, and like why you were shot and everything. But I just like, it wasn't enough of a hook for me to care, right? Whereas like Fallout 3 does all this work to set up like you're born in the vault, you die in the vault, yada yada. You see you and your dad living there the entire time, right? And then your dad suddenly leaves, and it like that's a mystery that like hooked me in. I'm sure New Vegas is good. Like I said, I've never played through the whole thing, but just explaining why I haven't as a Fallout fan. Never played Oblivion. I don't know. I've only played Skyrim of the Elder Scrolls series, so I'm not like a huge Elder Scrolls fan. Skyrim was really good. I think this is Ocarina of Time. I've never played it. Maybe I will at some point. I don't know. I didn't play a Zelda game till Breath of the Wild. I've played Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but those are the only Zelda games I've played. Mario Odyssey is so good. Easy S tier. I probably would have it at the bottom of S tier, but it's a really good game. The platforming is super fun, intuitive. It has a really high skill ceiling. Just like the movement is super, super fun. There's a ton of content, but it doesn't like it. I don't think it dragged into the point where it was too much for me. I got all the moons. I did, there's like a whole final like challenge section. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like Darker Side of the Moon, I think, is like the world. So I 100%ed this. Great game. Would really like it if they made a sequel. That'd be pretty sick. Perfect Dark I've never played. Persona 5 I've never played. Metal Gear 5 I feel like I played like a demo or something, but I didn't play enough of it to rate it. Far Cry Primal I haven't played. Quake I haven't played. Resident Evil 4 is easy S+ tier. It's probably the highest one. I doubt the remake is on here. I think this tier list was probably made before the remake came out. It doesn't say. But yeah. One of my favorite games of all time, Resident Evil 4. The remake is super good as well. I would actually probably rate the remake above the original. I just think it's like a strict improvement on the original in pretty much every way. There's some things that I think people don't like the voice acting and shit in the new one, but that didn't like super detract from the game for me. So yeah, I mean, if the remake was on here, I would just have it like one spot above the original probably, but Yeah, I've never played Red Dead Redemption, the first one. Silent Hill. I've never played any Silent Hills. Here's Skyrim. Skyrim's also probably S plus. Yeah. I'm gonna put Skyrim down here. I think the Skyrim universe is more interesting, but like I've played Skyrim recently, and it is really starting to show its age. Unfortunately, I think the combat feels pretty clunky at this point. That's what whenever they do make Elder Scrolls 6, I'm really hoping the combat's a big. I feel like maybe it doesn't seem it, but I feel like the leap in combat from Fallout 3 to Fallout 4, I think is massive. Right, like Fallout 3, you can't aim down sights. I feel like I don't know. It like everything feels like super duper clunky in Fallout 3, and then Fallout 4 I think is a lot smoother while still feeling like the same system. So that's what I would probably really like to see for Skyrim, is like a massive improvement in the combat, because I think if the combat was massively improved, like everything in that game is fine again. Yeah, there's probably mods that do it, but like that's not really what I'm rating the game on. I haven't played Metal Gear or Soul Calibur. I haven't played Super Mario Bros. 2. I have played this. I don't know, man. It's weird because it's like at the time, is it like an incredible game? Yeah. Do I like it more than Horizon Zero Dawn? No. I probably put it like here. Like I said, God of War like really lagged for me in the middle, but I think Mario Bros is still fun, especially if you know like the fastest route through the game. I think it's really fun to try to go through and see if you can like get it done pretty quick. As I could probably record myself doing some of those, but I'd have to set up my like Elgato for the Switch, and I don't know that I feel like it. Last of Us I've never played. Breath of the Wild is easy S plus tier. Below all of these, I think for me, maybe not. It's probably above Fallout 3. I'd probably put Fallout 4. Well, I'll wait and see if Fallout 4 is on here. Fallout 4 will be like S tier though, or S plus tier. Monkey Island never played. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Probably there. Witcher 3 is incredible. Yeah, I'm thinking Zelda over Dark Souls 1 also. The only reason I don't replay Zelda constantly is just because it takes so much longer than playing through Dark Souls again. I can get through like a run of Dark Souls now in like 20 hours, especially on like a New Game Plus character, so it's really nothing crazy. Which is why I think that's the only reason I replay that more than a lot of the stuff up here. Just because these like take so long. But yeah, it's probably about right. Witcher 3 is so good. Really good story wise. I think one of the things that's underappreciated maybe about like Witcher is just how good like a lot of the side quests are. And just how much you can like bump into you can just like bump into side quests like halfway through. Like there will be like a point where like this could be the start of the side quest, but you can also just like stumble upon it halfway through, right? You can be riding down the road and like you see a crashed carriage or whatever, and you like get off and start to investigate it, and then you find out it's like this whole side quest that leads you to like a unique encounter. And like Witcher 3 is just incredible for that. I think it really helps to foster like your sense of like exploration and adventure. And then in addition, like there's a lot of like smaller little encounters you can do that just get you like some little extra loot, but like you can pretty much always find something interesting riding down the road. And sometimes it's a quest, and sometimes it's a little bit of extra loot, sometimes it's, you know, something else, right? And I think just that it's very rewarding to explore that world, or even just to like be riding along the path and pop off really quick. And so for that reason, I think it's like one of the most like satisfying like RPG and gaming experiences probably ever. So yeah. I have played the original Tomb Raider. It's really showing its age. I'm not gonna rank it. I didn't finish it. I played maybe like 3 or 4 hours of it. Never played whatever that is. Twilight Princess maybe. I can't really see what it says here. Uncharted, I've never played any of them. I think this is Wind Waker. I've never played it. I've never played any of the Yakuzas. Assassin's Creed 3 I have played. Oh, fuck. Where did it go? Wait, why is Ark up here? Okay, apparently I grabbed Ark instead of Assassin's Creed 3. I have played Ark. Ark, I don't know. I don't. It's been so many years since I played it. I wouldn't be comfortable rating it because I'm sure it's so much better now. I really liked Assassin's Creed 3. It's also the only Assassin's Creed I've really played. It's probably like here for me. I don't know. It's really fun. It stole the Batman Arkham combat, which is really good. I really liked. I used to just go bare knuckle, like just fists, and go like just like run around whatever fucking city and just like fight the guards, and that was it. Just like let them come at me and like see how long I could survive, like just with my fists. That was always pretty fun. So I had a good time playing the game. Again, I haven't really played any other Assassin's Creed, so I don't really know how it stacks up with the rest of them. But I know at some point Assassin's Creed 2 maybe was free with Xbox Live, and I tried to play it then, but I don't know. I didn't like the parkour controls compared to Assassin's Creed 3, so I'm not gonna rank these two. But never played Crash Bandicoot. Minecraft is easy S+ tier. Minecraft's probably like at the top of there. I've played so much Minecraft. Minecraft's probably my most played game of all time. I don't know. It's Minecraft. What do you want? I probably have more time played on my current Minecraft world than I do on like any other game on this list, and probably like you could combine a lot of the games and I probably would still have more time played just on my current Minecraft world. A lot of that is like AFK farming and shit, so it's not like really super indicative of like my actual playtime, but like yeah, it's like I think it's like weeks of playtime at this point. Deadly Premonition I've never played. Death Stranding I've never played. Destiny I've never played. Dishonored's probably like A tier. Yeah, that seems fair. I probably like Dishonored more than San Andreas. But yeah, I don't think I like Dishonored more than anything up here, so that's probably fair. Duke Nukem Forever I haven't played. I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones that's on here to be in the trash tier. Gary's Mod is weird, man. I'd probably put it like... Gary's Mod is really fun, I think, if you have like friends to play with, if you're like super social. It's also been years since I played Gary's Mod, so I don't really know like if it's had like massive improvements or anything. But it's like solid. It's fun. Like Prop Hunt's fun. That's the only thing I really like played on there. I think I've also played like, I don't know, it's Terrorist Town or Who's the Terrorist or whatever the fuck. I don't really remember. I don't know. It can just be arbitrarily in here. GoldenEye. I'm gonna put this. Fucking, I tried to play this on the Switch, man, which maybe isn't like, maybe that's not a good indication of how good this game actually is, but the controls seemed super jank to me. No shade to anybody who likes GoldenEye. It's like a classic. But that shit's, I think, is hard to get into as somebody who like didn't play the original. But like, I don't know, pioneer of like first-person shooters and first-person multiplayer, and like, you know, no shade to anybody that likes it, right? It's like a classic for a reason. Haven't played Manhunt. Haven't played No Man's Sky. Is this original Pac-Man? I don't know that I've played original. I've played Mrs. Pac-Man. Is Mrs. Pac-Man on here? Probably not, huh? Okay, I'll just rank this. I don't know. It's fucking Pac-Man. It probably goes like right under Mario Bros. I think Mario Bros is probably a better game than Pac-Man. I don't know if it's controversial. I'm gonna see. I think if I delete this row, it'll get rid of all these. Yeah, just so it looks better on the screen. I'm gonna add a row back in, just so I have somewhere to dump the ones that I haven't played again. But I haven't played Rust in so long, I wouldn't be comfortable rating it. I don't know. It seems like a game that's probably gotten a lot of updates. I feel like it probably would go right next to Gary's Mod if I was going to rate it. Shadow of the Colossus I've always really wanted to play, but I've never gotten a chance to. This is Shenmue, I believe. I haven't played it. Haven't played StarCraft. Haven't played The Last Guardian. Haven't played Uncharted 4. Haven't played Watch Dogs. This is Fallout 76, I believe. I don't see Fallout 4 on here, so I'm probably just going to rank it where I would rank Fallout 4. I'm just looking really quick. I don't want to do that and then find out Fallout 4 is just like on here. I don't know why they'd put 76 on here and not Fallout 4. I feel like that's kind of strange, but there's way more games left on here than I thought there were. I literally thought I had like 2 or 3 rows left. Oh shit, it's because it put all the ones I deleted back down here. Okay, I thought I just got rid of them. It looks like they all went down the bottom though, so that's okay. I think it ends like here, World of Warcraft. I thought it just got rid of the pictures. So I'm gonna rank this where, I mean, Fallout 4 is probably just like above Fallout 3 arbitrarily, right? Like I probably like Fallout 4 more than Dark Souls. I'm just gonna talk about this. I'm just gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna put 76 up there because I think it's gonna make the tier list look weird. It's probably like under Zelda though. Like Fallout 4 is one of my favorite games of all time, but no, I probably like it more than Zelda, less than Witcher. It's probably like right in there. I really like Fallout 4. I know Fallout 4 is a little divisive, but I really liked it. I haven't played 76 though. Anthem I haven't played. Bayonetta I've never played. Another Monkey Island game that I've never played. I have Day of the Tentacle Remaster. I got it from like a Humble Bundle, but I never played it. Dead by Daylight I've never played. I think I also own Dead Space on Origin or whatever it's called now. I don't think it's called that anymore, but yeah. I have played the original Doom. It's fine. I think it's aged a little better than GoldenEye. I could probably put it like up here. It's aged okay, but it's still like it's an old game. I don't know. Like it's good. It's a classic for a reason, but it's not something I like super recommend going back to play today unless you're just like really into playing old games. Or you like have nostalgia for it. But if it's gonna be like your first play of Doom, like I don't know, like it's fine. I probably would recommend if you were gonna do a first play of like GoldenEye or Doom, I'd probably recommend Doom. But Resident Evil 7, I didn't finish this. I'm honestly gonna put it like down here. I'd probably have to play it again to see. I don't like the gameplay loop. I'd probably put it above GoldenEye. So like the thing with Resident Evil 7 is like I don't like the way there's like one big thing chasing you the whole time, right? Like the way like there's like I don't know, at least I got through the house, right? So the house is like the first section of the game or whatever, and there's like the dad of the family is like stalking you the whole time. And it's like interesting. I know like Alien Isolation does that as well. But it's just like I don't know. It's probably because Resident Evil 4 was my first Resident Evil game that I'm like, no, I want to like kill all the zombies. I don't want to be like avoiding things. I know you can like kill quote unquote him like temporarily. And then he like stays down for a while, but eventually he gets back up and chases you again. But it did get to the point where you like fight him and kill him for good. I don't know. I think I probably ran out of ammo in the game, and that's why I stopped playing it. I really don't remember. Or maybe I like finally realized that I wasn't supposed to be like killing everything, and I just kind of started like running and avoiding stuff. Then I don't know. It just always feels kind of lame to me. I don't know if that's because like Resident Evil 4 was my first Resident Evil game or what, but yeah. I don't know. I played a good chunk of Evil Within, but not enough. I don't really remember it, and I never played Evil Within 2. I feel like I wanted to play this game as a kid and just never did because I thought it looked cool. Outlast is pretty good. Outlast is probably like, Outlast is probably a B tier though. It's probably like, I don't know, I'd rather play Outlast than play like Pac-Man, I guess. It's probably there. I played this like with a friend one weekend. We just like passed the controller on and off at like 2 a.m. It's fun. It's like an interesting take on like what a video game can be and like a horror game, because like it's all hiding. Like you don't have any weapons at any point. You just have a camera, so it's just kind of like running away. I think the end of the game gets a little weird, but I'm assuming this is the first Outlast. Actually, it looks like there's something under there, so maybe it's like one of the sequels, but I'm just ranking that as original. It's pretty good. It's spooky. I do have it. I did go to play through it at one point, but I don't know. Like, I had already played. Like, I feel like horror games are like you play through it, and then it's like, if it's just about like the jump scares, what's the point? I played one of the Splinter Cells a little bit at one point, but not enough to rate it. I don't like Tetris, man. It's because I'm bad at it, but I don't like Tetris. This War of Mine is pretty good. I played a good chunk of the. I'm kind of guessing because I don't remember it, but I'll put it like above Outlast. I'll put it above Assassin's Creed 3. I have a pretty good memory of like my time with it. I just never went back and like finished it. But it's like, I think there's like some games that try to be games, and some games that are like being games while trying to like also do something or like make a change in the world or like make a statement about the world. And I think this War of Mine is one of those. Like, it's like a survival game, but it takes place like you're just in the middle of like a regular war. So it's like one of those games where like, if you've ever played one of those games where like, I think there was old Flash games that were like this, where like you're in a zombie apocalypse and you gotta like manage your resources and like send people out, and like sometimes they don't come back because they got killed by zombies, and like you gotta scavenge for supplies and like yada yada, all that. It's like one of those, except it just takes place in like a real war, right? And it's just like, I think it's like part of it is like trying to be like a different take on like that survival genre, and then like I think part of it is just straight up trying to be like, hey, war's pretty fucking awful. Especially for like because you're like civilians in like in the middle of like a bombed out war zone, basically. That's my memory of it. I'd actually probably be down to play this if you want to see like a video of it. I kind of forgot about this game, but I've owned this for years, and it always struck me as like a pretty good game. So, Undertale's not as good as people say it is. I think I think the combat was a big part of keeping me out of it. I'm trying to think where I played. I played out of the tutorial section. And yeah, I can't remember. I know I got out of the tutorial section, but I didn't get much farther than that. I don't like the combat being like a little mini game, or having the little mini game to dodge and shit. I think that like I should probably put it in I didn't play. I'll keep talking about like why I stopped playing it, but like yeah, I just think the combat it isn't as interesting as people think it is. I think the systems of like being able to spare like every enemy in the game and they're being aligned to do that is really cool. And I think it works well in the like the sense of a turn-based RPG, but it's like a turn-based RPG that then asks you to like play little mini games to like do defense, right? Or like not take damage, which is interesting and like kind of fun, but I think I would rather just play it as a turn-based RPG, right? I'm sure people who like that game are probably like would probably like crucify me for saying that, but just personally, like the combat system wasn't for me. I won't put it in C tier just because again I didn't like really play through the whole thing. Is this Arkham Knight specifically? Is that the Arkham game they chose to represent the Arkham series? That seems kind of weird to me. But yeah, it looks like it. Okay. I'm just going to rate this as like where I would rate the whole Arkham series. Which is probably like... It's probably top of S tier. It's top of S, bottom of S plus. It's one of those. The Arkham series is really good. Arkham Asylum is really solid. Arkham City is really good. Arkham Origins is like a little rough, but I really liked it still. And then I like Arkham Knight. The Batmobile is really fun. I think some of the Batmobile sections where you're just fighting like mindless tanks is kind of whatever. But it's fun to just like tear through the city in the Batmobile, right? Like I'm glad they like at least gave it a go in one of the Arkham games. But yeah, I mean I think they're all good games. I think the entire series is really good. I feel like a lot of third-person action games just like steal that combat system now. If you like the new Spider-Man games on the PS5 or PS4 and PS5, they kind of just straight up ripped off the Arkham combat and like improved it a little bit to make it more Spider-Man-y, right? But yeah, they're all really good. It's probably like Arkham City, Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum, Arkham Origins for me is probably the way I'd rank them, but I can see an argument for putting Arkham Asylum above Arkham Knight. But they'd all be like around here. There's not really a point in me ranking them separately, to be honest. Like Arkham Origins would probably be a little lower, but the other three would probably just be right next to each other. Borderlands is good. I like Borderlands 1 more than I liked Borderlands 2. I think the story for Borderlands 2 is probably better, but I don't know. I think it's part of it is probably also because like me and a friend just played through Borderlands 1 over, like I just stayed at his house for a weekend and we just tore through Borderlands 1, and that was my that was my experience with Borderlands 1, but I probably put it up here. I probably like Dishonored a little more, but yeah. Black Flag I didn't play. Bully I never played. Castlevania I never played. Call of Duty Black Ops is probably top of A tier. It's really good. The story mode I think was pretty iconic at the time. I think all the zombies maps are pretty good. I don't know. It was just fun. I went up to prestige like 7 or 8 in this game. So I played the multiplayer a lot of that too. Crysis I've never played. Dead Island I think is an underrated game. I'm not gonna put it like super super high. It's probably like here. I probably like it more than I think that's fair. More than Dishonored, less than Black Ops. I played through this like 6 or 7 times. It's one of my most played through games. Resident Evil 4 is probably my most played through game of all time, but this one's like up there pretty close probably. It's just fun. I don't know, you hack your way through zombies, it's fun and arcadey, and yeah. I think they tried to do something interesting. There's like an analog control scheme where like you swing your weapon with the analog stick and it like actually goes in the direction you swing your analog stick. And I think they tried to do something kind of fun and cool there. Yeah, they're just, I don't know, they're fun games. They're really fun to play with friends as well. Yeah, I don't know. Never played this. Never played this. Never played this. I feel like, I don't know, it's a racing game. It's probably B tier. And like every single racing game is pretty much the same to me. I don't know which Hitman game this is supposed to be, or if this is supposed to be a Hitman game. Hitman's probably like a B tier for me. They're fun, but I think for me, okay, here's what I'll say. I think a lot of the content for the Hitman games, while I'm talking about this, I'm just going to put other games I haven't played into the not played tier. I think a lot of the content for a Hitman game, I played Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, and it's pretty good, but I'm not going to rank this. It'd probably just be like arbitrarily in the B tier somewhere. But I think a lot of the content and a lot of the fun in the Hitman games is in replaying the levels and learning like all the ins and outs of them and seeing all the different like assassinations you can do. And I just don't really care. Like that's just not really my cup of tea. Like I beat the level once and then I like don't really want to do it again. I tried to do some of like the challenge modes, and I didn't really enjoy it. I played through the first Hitman, or not the first Hitman, the first of like the newer series of them. They're super fun games. They're super well made. If you like that loop of like replaying the levels and like seeing the different ways to go about them, they're incredible games, right? That's just not my cup of tea. I'm assuming this is Nier Automata. This is a game I have some thoughts about, man. It's really good. First of all, where'd it go? Did it just disappear? Where the fuck did Nier Automata go? Oh, whoops. I actually don't. It's gone. I don't. I don't see it. It's gone into the ether. Am I crazy? What's happening here? Okay. Am I just blind? Where is it? I actually played that game. I wanted to rank it. I'm assuming it's somewhere and I'm just blind and I'll find it later. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. It's not in the trash tier. All right, I'm gonna have to talk myself through this one. I think the story is really good, and the themes in it being of like considering like what it is to be human or sentient or like have consciousness, and like to what level that matters, and other stuff like that, and the way like the main characters struggle with it is good. I think there's a lot of really jank like fixed camera angle fights, and like there's so many endings, and like when you get all the endings, the game deletes your game save, and there's like a whole lot of really weird shit with this game. It's definitely a weird, really unique game. I probably like it less than Horizon, but I think this is a good spot. Less than Horizon, more than Super Mario Galaxy. Nier Automata is really good though. I definitely recommend giving it at least like if you've never played it, giving it like a playthrough. It's a really interesting game. The main character's dressed a little weird, but like I don't know. Overwatch, I've never played. I played Prince of Persia, the Two Souls or something when I was a kid. I can't remember what it's called. Prince of Persia, something of time. It's the one where you're like you can also be the black guy. Hold on, let me. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I think it's Two Thrones is what it's called. There's Sands of Time, which is this one. That's not the one I'm talking about. The one I played is I think yeah, Two Thrones. So I played this Prince of Persia. I really liked it when I was a kid. I don't really remember it at all now, but yeah. So I'm gonna rank it down here, but it's a game I have good memories of. At least I haven't played it recently enough to rank it. Haven't played any of that. This is gonna be a hot take. I don't like Sekiro. It's probably like here, to be honest. I think I was talking about this when I was doing the Dark Souls tier list. So again, this will probably be out before that. So this is kind of useless to bring this up probably, but I don't really parry in Dark Souls. I'm not good at it. I don't know. I don't like doing it. I'd rather like dodge and hit. I don't know. Something about parrying just isn't very satisfying to me. I don't like when I have to learn parrying to do a boss. I just find it less fun. I don't really have like a big explanation as to why, but just in general, I just like never use the parry mechanic. Sekiro is like if the whole game was the parry mechanic, which is probably simplifying Sekiro a little bit, but it's a lot about like timing counters and breaking stances, and then you just like get a kill when you break a stance, which is a really interesting like take on the genre. I played through a good chunk of Sekiro. I remember exactly where I stopped, but I played through a good chunk of it. It seems like a fun game if you like that kind of shit. I just like don't. So I wasn't finding it very fun or engaging, so I just kind of stopped playing. Spyro I've never played. Stardew Valley is easy S+. Oh no, it happened again. I lost track of it. Oh, it just went back down here. Okay. Where in S+? So I've done perfection on Stardew Valley. Sorry, I paused to take a drink of water. I've done perfection on Stardew Valley. So that took around 200 hours of gameplay. So I probably have like overall like 300 hours on Stardew Valley. I probably like it about as much or a little more than Zelda Breath of the Wild. They're definitely close. I definitely would probably... In my head, they're both in my top 5 or top 10 games. But it looks like one of them's close to getting bumped out. But I don't know that I'm going to have anything that comes up in here. If anything gets bumped out, I would actually probably... I just thought about it, and my brain was like, yeah, I'm more okay with Zelda getting bumped out than I am Stardew. So I think that's definitely the way to go. Haven't played this. Haven't played this. Oh, this is Telltale The Walking Dead. Okay, this I can rank. This is probably top of A tier for me. I never finished them. I played Telltale's Walking Dead 1 and 2, and they were both really good. I'd be interested to go back and play them all at some point, and maybe I will, but I think that's probably a fair... How the fuck did StarCraft get up here? What the shit? I just noticed that. I haven't played StarCraft. I don't know how that got up there. Did I accidentally not grab that instead of something I meant to rank? Okay, I don't see anything I meant to rank like down here, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But I don't know how StarCraft got up there. I'm gonna have to check at the end to see if like what I missed, because I feel like I probably grabbed that instead of something I meant to grab. Just doing a sweep down here really quick. Okay, I'm not seeing anything, so I'm guessing I just goofed pretty hard and accidentally grabbed StarCraft and put it up top. Unity I've never played. Xenoblade I've never played. Yo, Ape Escape is so good. I loved this game as a kid. I'm not gonna put it like super high, but I'll probably put it like here. Nah, it goes above those. Yeah, super fun, super arcadey. I tried to go back and play Ape Escape 2 on like an emulator. The controls are so jank. So I couldn't in good conscience rate it above B, but they're like fun games. I've started Celeste, but I haven't finished it, so I'm not gonna rank that. It seems pretty good though. It's probably like an A tier from what I've played so far, but it's probably like it's probably like yeah, that would make sense, I think. This is Civ 6. I've played Civ 5. Civ 5 is probably also like a high B or low A tier. But I haven't. That's Civ 6. I haven't played that one, so. Fable 3 I've played. Is this Fable 3 or Fable 2? That's Fable 3. I like Fable 3. It's probably not like anything crazy. It probably goes like I don't know, like here. I played these two around the same time, so that makes sense. I played Fable 3 when it was free on Xbox, so that makes sense to me. I've never played FIFA. I don't know, it's a sports game. It's probably pretty good. Halo Reach. I thought I lost it for a second. I honestly don't really have a strong opinion on what's better between Reach and Halo 3. Like, they both seem pretty good to me. I probably like the story for Reach better, but like Halo 3 multiplayer was pretty goated. And I don't have as good of memories as with Halo Reach multiplayer, so. Infamous, I think I played the second one, so I'm not gonna. Actually, Brandon, I think I borrowed it from you to play it. It was pretty good. If I had to rank it, I'd probably put it in B tier. It's been such a long time that I'm not going to. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I fucking ranked Gears of War, so it's probably like. Honestly, it was pretty fun from memory. It's probably like here. It's probably around Ape Escape. I don't know. I'm not gonna rank this because I played Jak 3 a little bit as a kid, but I'm gonna replay it like soon. Like, it's something I have downloaded to play on emulator, so I don't want to rank that like before I play it. That was this Twilight Princess. I don't know. Mortal Kombat. I've played like some. I don't really like fighting games, so I probably would rank that pretty low if I were to play it. Yo, Parappa the Rapper. I've never played it, but you know, Parappa the Rapper. It's fun to say. Portal 2 is probably like a B tier. Probably like it like more than. Well, it's pretty fun. It's probably like this. I feel like Dishonored. I was gonna say it's kind of like a puzzle game, which is fun, but I think Dishonored can also be kind of a puzzle if you're trying to go for like certain endings. So I probably like Portal 2 a little less. Prey, I've never played it. Resident Evil 3, I've never played it. Never played Resistance. I can't even tell what this is. Shadow of Mordor, I've never played. Jeez, I'm gonna get this is. I think this community would probably crucify me for this, but I think Super Mario 64 is trash. I think Mario 64 is so bad. It probably was good at the time, right? I get it's like one of the first games in 3D. Like, I'm not trying to like, but I think like trying to play that from like the way I played Mario Galaxy and the way I played Super Mario 64 is through the Mario like All Stars pack that they released that comes with those two and Sunshine. I haven't played through Sunshine yet. I got through. I'm probably more than halfway through Mario 64. I've done half of the stars, but like I think like main story wise, that's more than halfway through the game. But I'm not sure because I think I was going back to like do all of the stars as I was playing through the levels. Yeah, I just don't think it's very good. I don't know. I know I got to like the pyramid area, and I did like the lava area. I just think the camera's really jank, and like a lot of from what I understand from like the speed runs, the controls are actually pretty good and precise. So I think the camera is mostly what throws it off. But man, does it feel jank like all the time to me. Yeah, I just, like I said, I didn't enjoy it very much. Frankly, it's a fucking ugly game. And I get it's like hardware at the time limitations, but like the maps have like no borders a lot of the time. You just kind of like fall off into nothing, and like the controls with the flying cap are so garbo. I feel like I remember trying to do a couple of the flying ones and being like, holy shit. But I did go far enough to get the cap, to unlock that power up at least. Like I said, I think I did like 64 to 70 stars, somewhere in there. And then stopped. I probably won't go back. I was genuinely like pulling my hair out. I fucking hated every second of it. Never played System Shock. That's probably not true. I probably liked the early game when it was like things were a little simpler. But like I feel like as the difficulty ramps up, like I for Mario 64, as the difficulty for that ramps up, I think that the jankiness starts to come through a little bit more. The Forest is good. I think I was a little the Forest is something I bought in early access, and I think honestly by the time it finished, I think I was a little disappointed in where it ended. It probably goes about here. It's still a good game, but I think the amount it changed from early access to the final product was like not enough for me. I think I was expecting like more improvements, and like they definitely did add shit and like improve shit. I don't want to make it sound like they didn't do anything, but I think the game still kind of felt a little unfinished by the time they were like, yeah, this is the finished product. So sorry, I was taking another drink of water. That being said, it's still like a fun game. I don't want to make it sound like it's like a trash game or anything. Last Order 1884, whatever, haven't played. What did I just grab instead? Some other game I haven't played, it looks like. Okay. Unreal Tournament I haven't played. I think this is Until Dawn or something. Haven't played. Vagrant Story, Vampire Bloodlines, World of Warcraft I haven't played. Okay, so Wii Sports will be the last thing I rank here. Wii Sports is probably S tier. It's probably bottom of S tier for me. Yeah, that looks fair. Wii Sports was super fun when it came out. It was honestly probably like the best game that they ever released on the Wii. And it was the first one, so that's kind of crazy. But yeah, I don't know. There's my definitive video game tier list. Yeah, so these did all end up being in my. I probably actually have like Fallout 4 like here in my top 5. So Breath of the Wild would be like a top 10 then, but yeah, there's some games that like aren't on here that potentially could sneak up in here. I could at some point I can probably make like my own tier list and be like, these are my top 10 games of all time, and like talk about those more in depth. But I'm at like an hour here, so I'm gonna like end this recording. Probably try to, I don't know, I'll go do something while I'm waiting for my food to finish, I guess. But yeah, cool. That's good. I got this done in like an hour. So yep, anyway, that's all I think. Peace out.